Good evening, people. Bitcoin is just over 93,000, and I'm just going to do a quick update today. It's not a huge amount to talk about. We're in a very similar position to where we were when I last spoke, when I last did a video last week, just here. And if you go back and watch that video, you'll remember I was waiting for some sort of reaction after we tagged this zone. And if you're following my ex, I did tweet when the breakdown was starting to happen. And so we took the 50% pullback after the break and got a nice 2-hour trade here. So that's what happened after the last video. And if you're following my ex, you'll see we took this exact trade. So if you don't want to miss any updates, then follow my ex. But I did speak about it in the video, so we were expecting some sort of reversal pattern to occur here, which it did. And then when we got the confirmation, we took this short. So as you can see, this level is important, and I spoke about this last time. It's the last retracement we had in this downtrend on the 4-hour that includes 3 4-hour green candles just here. So that's a significant high, lower high of the downtrend, and we're waiting to break this. The reason I wasn't comfortable longing a pullback from this zone here is because we've only wicked through it right now. Even now, we haven't actually closed above this level, so it's not a confirmation of an uptrend beginning, in my opinion. So this is just a small uptrend that we've got here into the daily, into the 4-hour order block. And you can also see we didn't quite reach the 50% level, so that's why I didn't take any trades. I didn't take this long position. Valid long position though, if you did take it. Clear 15-minute MSS, retracement and a push. This is the exact setup that I trade, as you must know by now. But I have criteria that need to be met in order to take a trade, and this wasn't one of those scenarios, so I didn't take any trades in the form of a long position. So what I'm actually waiting for now is to see how this uptrend behaves now that we've entered this 4-hour order block again. It's possible that we just push through, we close above, and we confirm some sort of reversal. But also considering the shape of this, the structure of this downtrend, we can see that our clear high is just up here. And this is looking like it's going to just be a choppy uptrend that could tag this OB, or come up to this region here. I've got this low marked out. I think this is a likely region to hit if we close above this level. If we get a 4-hour close above this order block, above this high, let's say we get that, what I would be expecting is a retracement to the 50% region and a push further to take us up to this level at least. I'd be confident if we break this zone that we hit this level. And actually my full target would be this order block just up here. And again, if you're following my ex, you'd know that that's my plan for the next few weeks. So we'll have to see what opportunities come. But I haven't been comfortable with any trades yet, except the short position from this region. And to be honest, this is such a strong push up. I don't think I'll be comfortable shorting yet either, until we see something more clear. So I'm just just sticking out of the market right now, preserving capital. There's no rush, but that's the thought process. And I think it is possible that we close above this for sure. And I'd be waiting for a retracement to enter any long positions. And this would be my minimum TP, with this being my main target. But as I say, if we do get that, a push further, then some sort of rejection in this zone, it would remain intact, this 4-hour downtrend, and could potentially take us right back down to this daily order block again. So I'd remain cautious of that. It's completely possible, especially with how choppy this uptrend is right now. It's building so much liquidity underneath. This is bound to be taken at some point with a big flush down. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But next trade, we'll have to see if we close above this level and get a retracement. This will be a nice entry for me. And in fact, what we can look at is some trades that I spoke about last week on the live. We can see this exact bottoming pattern forming. Market structure break, followed by a market structure shift and a 50% pullback. We'll have to see if this occurs the same. This would, if we break above this level now with the 4-hour and close above, that would be that pattern forming on Bitcoin. And the same with the total. So we'll have a quick look at Cardano. This is the exact pattern I'm talking about, and you can see, if you'd have just taken this trade I spoke about last week, 6 days ago, you'd notice that I was expecting a pullback. You can see this pattern that I drew here. This is the 15-minute market structure shift. You can see how it's played out perfectly. This is our trend, and it's broken at this point just here. I'd have waited for a 50% pullback, stop below the lows, and then ride this to wherever your TP is. So I gave you this trade last week along with some others. Aptos, Sui's the same. Perfect pullback to the 50% after the 4-hour market structure shift. 15-minute market structure shift, bullish, and a push. I do expect this to go on to make more highs. Link's another one. Yeah, so this is why you need to be listening to everything and watching all of the shows. They're quite quick. I usually try and do 10 to 20 minutes long, and it's not much, 3 times a week. But if you watch every single one, then you'll get a feel for how the strategy works. And yeah. So you know what I'm looking for in Bitcoin. Similar pattern to emerge that we did have on these alts, and a close above this level, and then I'll be waiting for a retracement to take us higher. So yeah, go and follow my X if you don't. I post daily on there. You know, I'm posting a lot, all of my updates on what I'm thinking about the market. So yeah, definitely give that a go. I don't think there's anything else worth. No. Cool. Nobody live with us. Alright, cool. We'll call it a day. Let's see if we close above this level.